Welcome to the White Eagle Lodge in the Americas. I'm Jane Sorbi, mother for the work here, and we're speaking today from the Temple of the Golden Rose, Montgomery, Texas, on this very special occasion of the winter solstice, preparing for the coming of the Christ Mass. And so we have chosen a reading brought through from White Eagle, which is a little contemplative and peaceful, and perhaps you can find a place where you can be still and quiet and listen to those wonderful words. Our beloved family, we bring you so much love. We always bring love to our earthly family, but perhaps at this time of year we feel even more love because it is a magical time. We bring you this message at Christmas time, particularly because the Christ Mass is now. It should be, for all of you, eternally now. If you are in the spirit of the Christ Mass, you will be free from all limitation of years, of time, and space. People question the existence of life on other planets. Will you know, you can prove for yourself that there is life going on other planets. You will laugh that when we say this to you, but we should like to impress upon you all that you are living in a brotherhood of the planets. Some of the beings of other planets are more advanced than you, very much more advanced, in their mastery of the physical atoms, and this enables them to journey to you freely. You little know, perhaps, how frequently you may be visited. If a master came into this lodge at any moment, would you recognize him or her? Perhaps we doubt it. If you met a visitor from outer space here in your town, would you recognize him or her? We doubt it. It takes a master, that is, one who is spiritually developed so as to have control over his physical body, to recognize another master in a flash. Brethren, we're trying to explain to you as individuals that you are learning to overcome time and space. You're learning to become fully consciousness of your brotherhood with all of life, whatever the life is or wherever it is. When you are able to free yourselves in full consciousness from physical attachments and enter the world of limitless time and beauty, you will realize the meaning of the Christ Mass. You will live in it, you will be in it. Now, you can all do it now. We would explain to you that at this period, when you're celebrating the birth of the Christ Son in a physical body, there is a greater festival taking place in the heavenly spheres. Now take a moment to forget the earth. We forget the critical mind, and from the heart center, we enter a beautiful state of life, which appears to us to be going into the very center of the star, the wonderful life in the Christ star, where all your companions in the Christ star, who have freed themselves from the attachments of the flesh, are living freely, beautifully, happily, and at peace. Their world is a most beautiful world, and their surroundings perfect. Think of a life where there is no pain inflicted, where there is no grief nor bitterness, where all is harmony. Such a heaven is described in orthodox scriptures, but the earthly mind cannot accept it because it cannot understand such a perfect life. But we assure you there is such a life, and you are all learning to become master of yourselves so that you can become a part of that Christ star life, and this awaits every soul. Every one of you is a Christ child, and let no one ever forget it. Your companions, Those around you, in your homes, you yourself, are all of the same family. Born in the same way, tiny sparks of the great light. Born humbly in a stable, surrounded by the zodiac, the animals in the stable. Ponder on the symbolism of this beautiful story and understand that the birth of the Christ is the most wonderful event which ever happened upon the earth. Banish, if you want to, all the old-fashioned orthodoxy, but remember forevermore the truth of the birth of the Christ child on the earth. For without the miracle of his birth, there would be no life upon this planet. People are so sad without this truth. It simply is the salvation of all mankind. Your Savior, our Savior. We see the animals gathered around the cave, the stable, and the babe cradled in the arms of Divine Mother, the one who protects and loves. Your Heavenly Mother, who protects and loves you. Our Christmas message is this. May you all, every one of you, understand the eternal truth of the Christ birth, because it will make you truly happy. It will make you happy because you will realize how wonderful is the gift of life and that it is eternal. Take the days as they come. Take the seasons as they come and go, for they too continue forever and ever. But as you grow in understanding and spiritual quality and strength, you will enter into ever more perfect life. Never allow yourselves to be put off by your ignorant lower mind. Come, let us worship him. Now we see the Christ in the blazing aura. Oh, so glorious is the light around him. This beautiful aura extends far beyond the limitations of the temple walls. It extends for miles, and in the very center of this light, see that gentle, gentle being, the perfect dual soul, the child of God, born to you, born in you at the Christ Mass. And we thank thee, O Lord, for your presence. And may peace and happiness be with you